There was a strike in '79. The strike was settled. There was a lot of questions of what direction for the union because people were not very happy with the union leadership. At the same point, the first African American president of the transit union was elected. There was a group of workers there who wanted something to change, and they started working on him to try to get him to run. People felt like, well, here's a guy who's fought before, he's taken on the powers that be, he knows how to do it, he knows how to get publicity, he knows how to make a fight, and so there was some interest and excitement about that. At the North Side stations, which were predominantly African American drivers, and they were trying to figure out what to do. Many of them had been baptized by Father Groppi at the church, the major church that he worked in Milwaukee. They had known of him, they had heard of him, and so there was some feeling about what should we do. At the KK station, which is on the south side, we're pushing, for Groppi. A lot of the votes, came from that end. On the north side, which were people who had worked with the incumbent, they were pushing for him, and certainly, there's racial overtones, and then there's just the question of, what is this guy going to do? This Groppi, he's never done this before. What good is he going to do? So there were legitimate questions like that. And so there were a lot of different things that were going on, but they were all in this sort of heated experience of somebody who had a national reputation all of a sudden running for president of this local union. The incumbent president won by 14 or 15 votes out of about 1,400 that were actually voted. So what happened was a group of the people from the KK station started to look for challenges because it was such a close vote, only 14 votes different out of 1,400. And eventually, on a fairly small technicality of a voting booth, the federal government overturned the election and said that they had to have a new election. So the election went on, and lo and behold, it ended up with a tie election. It was exactly dead even. And so here you had a situation where the current president was fuming and felt like this was really a railroad job and completely felt like he had been abused and discriminated against. You had Father Groppi, or James Groppi, and he was saying, oh my God, what am I going to get into? And so what they decided, again, was that they were going to flip a coin. We went down then to do the flip of the coin. I remember the current president not going, saying he's staying at the Union Hall. I made national news, I believe. I saw it on the front page of the Journal Sentinel, or the Journal at that time. So it became quite a big issue. Groppi, again, I think was pretty wary of getting into a kind of situation like this, but he had to go through with it, and he called the toss, and he won the toss, and he became the president of the Amalgamated Transit Union.